Good day, ASLers. This is Neil from ASLplayers.net, also ASL in real time. Today I have for you Action Pack number 16 from the Land Down Under, Unpacking. Let's take a look at the front here. I think let's flip it over, half of these scenarios deal with the Aussies, and I think the other half are pretty much European theater, a mix of European theater scenarios, but all of them are tournament level scenarios. Looks like anywhere between 4.5 turns to six and a half turns. So a nice pack of 15 scenarios and one board that are tournament level. And this year is going to be a pretty busy year, it looks like, from the multi-man publishing side of ASL, and an expensive year for those of us who play and or collect. We've got a slew of releases coming out, including this one that just dropped out of the blue. I mean, it was announced, but they basically said, order, it's ready to go, which is great. But we've got the Manila historical module, which is on pre-order and has met its pre-order. We've got the Normandy historical module going on pre-order sometime this year. We've got a map bundle coming out. Of course, the EASL rulebook was recently released. And then in conjunction with that, they're going to have a printed version that's up to date, a Chapter H version in print form, as well as their own charts, pocket charts, I guess you'd call them, that are going to come out. And I think there are a few other things coming. Let me look at my list here. Overlay pack will go on order. Hollow Legions will go on pre-order. ASL Journal 13 says it will be released, at least on pre-order. The Aussie pack is out. Yeah, it's going to be a busy year for us ASL players, collectors. Let me crack this open here and go through it real quick. Let me get my handy dandy pig sticker here. And as I normally do with scenario packs and anything when I show a scenario, is I will be blurring out the details. I'll blur it out just enough so you can't essentially steal and play the scenario, but you will be able to see the orders of battle and the relative size of the orders of battles between each of the two sides. Let's look at the board. Well, the board's first, actually, so that's nice. Hopefully this is showing up okay. There's our packing list. Okay, here's the board. It's 15A and B. Yeah, 15A and B. Lots of orchard, one large level 1 hill in the center of the map with a small village either on the hill or nestled on the side of the hill. Looks like a nice map. Lots of, unless you're playing a scenario where orchards are out of season, this is going to be a line of sight nightmare for anyone who has to take this village in a scenario, which I assume there are plenty in this scenario pack. So cool looking board, 15A, 15B. Not to mention the stream going through. First scenario up, we have Carrier Hill, Italians, Australians in Libya. 3 board affairs, 6 turns. Make sure I'm not doubling up here. Anzac boys, Germans and Anzacs in Crete. I visited Crete, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, and went to the cemetery there, the military cemetery there. It was a very cool experience to visit that place. Very cool culture, very cool island. German Anzac, as I said, and 5 turn, nice short one with half board setup. Next up, we have the governor in Syria. I'm assuming there is going to be some possible DTO scenarios in here. I'm not sure, but there may be a couple sprinkled through here as well. 1 board, 4.5 turn, Australian versus French Vichy in Syria. Dingoes at Damour, again in Syria. Almost a 2-board affair, 5.5 turns, Australian and Vichy again. Trying to see if this one is DTO. It doesn't explicitly say it, so I don't think so. Sparrow Force in West Timor, Japanese, Australian. So we're going over to the Pacific Theater. 5.5 turn, 1 board on the new board, 15A. The Chocos in New Guinea, Japanese, Australians, 4.5 turn, 1 board. No armor, all infantry. Again, we're in the PTO, Australian, Japanese in New Guinea. Basically 1 board, 2 half boards, 6.5 turns, and no armor here as well, all infantry. All the King's Enemies on board 5A, another PTO in New Guinea. No armor, Australian, Japanese. Nameless Hill in New Britain, Razorback Ridge, New Britain, Japanese, Americans, 5 turns. No armor, all infantry. The beasts have arrived in the Ukraine, Russian, German. We're back to the European theater here. 5.5, board 15A and 9A. And here we've got a mix of everything. We've got some armor, got some guns, we have some infantry, some fortifications, foxholes, and demo charge, which Scott and I were talking about this the other day. I suck at using demo charges. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm not very good at figuring out how to use them well. Over here, Never on Time in France, German, British, shortly after D-Day. And we have, again, a mix of everything, armor, infantry, and armor leaders on the new board as well, with overlays. Possel's Posse in Lithuanian, German, Russian, 5.5 turn. Got some armor again, armor leaders, guns. Another demo charge that I would not be able to use. And Hickory Licken, it's a good title. In Germany, October 1944, German American, basically half board. Like I said at the onset, these are all small tournament level scenarios. You're not going to find anything really big in here. Oh, look at this. The Bend in Hatton. I did not know this was going to be in here. There's a scenario using the Hatton and Flame map. That's cool. 4.5 turns. I might have to check this one out. This one looks cool. Hatton and Flames map reuse. So if you don't have Hatton and Flames, go try to find it, I guess. Forrest Gump, play on Forrest Gump, obviously. 2 boards, 5.5 turn, German American in France. I think we're almost at the end here. That is the end. And here are the credits. I think all the scenarios were designed by a group of players in Australia, thus obviously the Australian theme, at least in half of it. So that's it. Blank sheet, back page. There you go, 15 scenarios. 1 board from the land down under, ASL Action Pack 16. Make sure you order this from Multiman Publishing or your favorite retailer that carries our products. And we'll see you with the next unboxing. I think I'm going to have a third-party unboxing next from Lone Canuck Publishing. I think the Steelworks should be showing up soon. So I'll be doing that relatively shortly. Until then, roll low.